Friday.
Happy Friday.
Ladies.
Happy Friday.
Ladies.
What is the deal, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
We is back in the building.
For sure.
Episode what? 18?
Is this 18? I can't keep up. Is it 18? I believe this is 18.
Maybe
We're at 18.
We semi-legal.
We 18.
Semi-legal. Okay.
18. Happy Friday, everybody.
Absolutely.
How was your week? It was good. I can't complain. I had an absolutely great week. No complaints here. Yeah, week went smooth. Back at it in the studio.
It's
been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool.
Slow motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's spectacular.
How
was your week?
Same bullshit for me. We ain't gotta go through that. Same bullshit. Same thing.
Okay. All right.
I survived it, so.
Yeah, we had a great week. Shout out to your boy. He's graduating.
Yes,
Shout out to my nephew Avery. He is graduating. Clap to all the graduates.
Class of 25.
All the way live. Class of 2025. All the way live.
Y'all did it.
Yeah, y'all did that.
On the 21st.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, on the 21st.
On Monday?
A Wednesday. The middle of the week.
Yeah.
Middle of the week. And I'm supposed to be in a class in Forsyth. I got to leave class early.
Oh, yeah, you have to leave that. You're going to have to leave that. But yeah, it was, congratulations to all of you. I always call it a bachelorette, but it was a baccalaureate. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
It's all one of them big words.
Baccalaureate.
I'm
like, I call it a bachelorette. I call it a bachelorette. Like, why are you calling it that?
Bachelorette.
Bachelorette.
Like, he had a bachelorette.
Right.
Like,
I'm calling it yesterday in the church. Like, it's a bachelorette.
Okay,
the bachelor. Yes. And that was done on purpose, y'all.
Right. And that's I think that's my first time ever doing one. Because I didn't attend hours in high school.
You didn't attend your boss?
Javon graduated from Job Corps.
Okay, yeah.
So
I didn't know they were still doing baccalaureate.
Yeah, they still doing. They still doing. Yeah. Because I know they've always like been in a church setting, right?
But yeah, they usually do.
Okay, yeah. And they didn't like preach and make it all about religion.
Right.
Yeah. But more so, I guess, making religion a part of their next journey. You know what I'm saying? Kind of keep it God first, whatever, but wasn't necessarily like preaching to them.
Right.
I guess more or less advising them.
Yeah, just
it's a good part to have. Absolutely. Right. So it was really nice. It was really nice. And shout out to baby boy. He did a whole little performance.
He sure did.
He did a whole performance. So I was super surprised.
Yeah, he hit the stage. I said, you are a little celebrity at Jonesboro High School. Now it's time to pop out and show him and be a celebrity. A big celebrity. Take it up another notch. Like, you gotta be that in the real world. Yeah. But you did definitely a damn good job on stage.
Yes, he did his thing.
Shout out to all of you who have kids graduating this year.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to all the graduates and parents and grandparents and aunties and uncles who were a major part of that journey. Child, senior year is a motherfucker.
The money.
All of it. Like the nerves being rattled, everything. Like he ain't on track, or he fell in this class, and now you freaking out. Is he gonna graduate after I don't put all this money?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's scary. I mean, I can remember during the year I graduated, I think it was 2 people who got to the day of graduation,
and didn't walk.
And didn't walk. Wow. Didn't walk. Found out the last minute, the day
they didn't let them walk, and they just gave them a blank certificate.
Nope.
See, they did that with a couple of people now.
No, they didn't let her walk. They didn't let her walk. Yep. Yeah, I said the same thing. Y'all could at least let people out in the damn stands.
Yeah, they already gave tickets.
Exactly.
Yeah. They usually let them walk, and they just get like a certificate, or a blank.
Yeah. She ended up not doing it till some school.
Yeah.
All right, so sure, we chit-chatting today. What kind of tea we sipping on? You said, "Are you happy with yourself?"
Are you happy with yourself? Yes,
Mine
that
was
was one of our topics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Family secrets and generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
went
said
deep
talking
with that one.
dirty.
I can't wait to hear you take on that
Yeah,
one. What we
yeah,
talking about?
absolutely. And then talking dirty during the deed.
During the day.
Okay.
Talking dirty during the deed. We did sex last week. We back at it. Some people must still be kind of horny. Okay, because we still talking sex, baby.
Well, look, if we don't talk relationship every week, we can talk sex every week.
Sex is some type of relation. Yeah. So yes, we still horny over here.
Oh, God.
So we about to get freaky again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I said we talked sex last week. We was keeping it sexy, y'all.
Keeping it
Right, and keeping y'all all horny.
Keeping it
spicy. Yeah, keep it horny.
Spicy. We lock it off and get to it.
Maybe that'll make y'all tuning.
Come in, baby. Turn them off.
Tuning in.
All right. So, what y'all ladies want to start with first?
You let us know. You know what I'm saying? You host this right now. What
Well,
we talking about first?
we're in. Let's see. Let's end it off on some good shit. Because I feel like mine is gonna be tough, like hard. So we can
Let's
start
get the tough stuff on out.
Yeah, so we can start off with mine. These generational curses and family secrets.
All right.
Anybody got any take? How you feel, CB?
I don't know about family secrets because I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Me and my family pretty much, and when I say family, I'm talking about my immediate family. I guess that's what you're talking about.
I mean, just in general, even with cousins.
Oh, well, yeah, my family probably got a lot of secrets that I probably don't know about. But like within my immediate family, I would probably say no. But generational curses, I guess I could say something like
and let me add this for a little context. Breaking the chain. Things that have happened that ain't nobody saying about or saying that you could talk about and break the cycle. You know what I mean? Stop it from happening again. If you just discuss it. It may be something, not necessarily like a sexual secret, just anything. If you talk about sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's pregnancy, young pregnancies, if it wasn't so taboo to have conversations with your children, maybe it wouldn't have been so many early pregnancies back then. It's not as much now as it was then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or marrying young, just any type of thing. I guess so when I say generational cursing, I just mean things like that. People just find it taboo to talk about certain shit. Where grandparents don't talk about it, just go on.
Well, I would say probably, definitely, I think I done mentioned before, like my situation with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, my mom always told us, hey, I don't want y'all to be like how I was growing up and couldn't talk to their parents and stuff. So she instilled in us like really just talk. So I was real honest and upfront with my mom about everything. That's why I was able to do so much that other people and my friends couldn't do because they weren't honest with their parents. Right. They was lying. I literally told my mama when I first was ready to have sex. I was like, hey, it's that time, girl. I've been thinking about it. She's like, oh shit, okay, let me go get these birth control. We can make this doctor's appointment. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I actually told her up front about that. And even, after she had passed, even when I got pregnant, that's something I would have never talked to my dad about. But I went straight to my dad, like, hey, man, I'm pregnant. I don't know what I want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say that because both of them they grew up in a time where that wasn't what they actually did with their parents. But they instilled in us to do that. So I would definitely use that, say that.
I'm gonna let you freestyle on it because I don't really have much to say on that. So yeah, I'm gonna zip it on that one. Yeah.
Okay. So for me, I just, like Carl was saying, sometimes the conversations weren't, or you couldn't be as open with conversations as you can now with your parents, stuff like that. Even now, I know a lot of people are close to their grandparents. I think that has changed over the years because at one point you probably couldn't say, and I guess let me speak more from a Southern standpoint. deep south, where my people are from. It's you find out about things as you become an adult. And to me, I feel like it should have been said years ago, where you find out about these additional uncles and aunties, where there were children outside of the actual marriages, and because they hid that, now you got cousins possibly sleeping with cousins, right, because they had no idea. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, even if you just a roundabout way, hey, this family, and leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But don't let a cousin get to the point to where they full speed with a cousin already before they know that it's an actual cousin. You know what I mean? So those are type of the family secrets. And specifically this topic, let me go back a little bit. This topic came about because I have a friend who was dealing with some family secrets that had just came out at a family funeral. And he specifically said to me, I want y'all to do a topic on this on the show. He said, if I could be a part of it, I would. He was like, but I don't want to be seen with the conversation. He said, but I want you to ask people's opinion or get out there, talk about it, and see what people come back with.
And it's very common.
It really is. It really is.
It has happened in my family a couple of times.
Absolutely.
So, like, when I meet people, I don't even like to meet people from the country around in this.
Absolutely.
Because that could be my family.
I agree.
Regardless of the last name and nothing. So, when I meet people, I say, hey, you got any Renders in your family? Any Lovetts? Any Buchanans? Any Greens?
Where your people from?
Where they at? And if they say the conversation is done.
Absolutely.
But we've actually had that in our family where two cousins were dating and somebody passed and they was at the funeral and found out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. All because of, you know what I'm saying, a connection somewhere where ain't nobody sitting.
Right.
And it just take one quick, don't do it. That's family, and leave it at that.
Right.
But his particular situation was he had a uncle that passed. And I think it was his great uncle. So his mom's brother or something like that, or his mom's first cousin, something like that. And he always thought he had a niece. Well, come to find out, she ended up saying, he's not my uncle, he's my dad. Whereas he fathered a child with his sister, his biological sister. And they kept it, the parents died with the secret, everything. Or his grandparents died with the secret. Her mom is still living.
They had a child.
They had a child.
The child wasn't special needs?
She's fine. That was my first question.
So that must have been deep down in the bloodline, maybe like third. Well, no, you said they
it was it was his second cousin, or his mama's first cousin, but her two kids had a child together.
Oh my goodness.
And
that's wild.
Yeah. Absolutely. And she put it out at the funeral.
And thank God the child didn't come out with special
Exactly.
needs.
Exactly. That was my first question. I said, well, does she have any special needs? He said, no, that's why we was all so shook by it. Because typically that direct, there's going to be some type of deformity. But there was said she's just fine. But end up, I guess, because the life insurance policy, everything, he ended up leaving her everything. Nobody knew it. They thought everything was left to her mother, because that was his sister or whatever the case may be. But so they always thought he had no children, and then come to find out this is child. So he was done by. He said the family was just distraught because she did it at the house before the funeral. So all the immediate family, of course, was there. And then by the time they got to the funeral, the whispers, was going through the church while they having damn service. I was like, yo. So those are, you know what I'm saying? Those are kind of secrets what your family or your mother and father knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
either give the well, not even, I ain't gonna say give the child up for adoption.
What did they know? Did they know that
they
kids
knew
were messing around?
who the parents, their parents, because when she got pregnant, it immediately it was who was they was fussing at her about who the daddy was, but she would never say. And then when she finds out, no, you gonna marry him, at that time frame was you got pregnant, you had to marry him. No, you gonna marry him, we're going to his parents, blah, blah, blah. And she finally had to say it was him. So apparently he had a drug problem at one point. And he was high on cocaine or whatever, and did a deed with her, and there you go. So she finally told him, and they never said nothing else about it. Didn't tell no family, didn't kept the baby, raised the child, never said nothing about it. Didn't tell her until she was, a certain age. I don't know what age she was when they told her, but she knew. But he made her promise never to say anything. She waited until he died, and she said. So now you got all this uproar in the family. You know what I'm saying? He ain't here to defend himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she like, oh, well, my grandparents knew. They didn't say nothing. So now it's just her and the mama, feuding with the family, or so to speak, about what the fuck you don't put out there. So those are the things to me that I say some secrets shouldn't always be a secret.
Right.
Because that's a problem.
Yeah, that definitely should be.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that. Because, you took too many chances. God blessed them by not doing anything.
Exactly.
To that child. Because typically that's usually something.
The first sign of deformities. Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. And, the further away in the generation, the better. But you know what I'm saying? And that's just for lack of a better term. But it is. 4, 5 cousins down.
Cousins like third or fourth cousins.
Exactly. Twice
and they
removed
did have a baby,
and all that type of stuff.
And didn't know. See? And but nothing, because like I said, it was so far down.
Right.
Bloodline.
Yeah, and it makes a difference, but still, you don't want to put your child in a situation. You know what I'm saying? And I get now if you just don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people do it and don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know a family, she knew that was her cousin, and she continued on.
Well,
I had 2 kids.
I had a cousin literally crushed on another cousin, and he said it. So,
I had a cousin that said, he's like, hey, you so pretty to we weren't cousins, and you be my girlfriend.
That's different, though.
But
if we weren't cousins.
Right, yeah.
I got a cousin that wouldn't care about if we weren't cousins. If my cousin, if the female cousin went along with it.
Never want my cousins to say anything like that to me. Yeah. Shout out to Demetrius, Monte, all of y'all, Josh. Like,
Demetrius, you think she's sexy?
His cousin looks good, but he ain't never gonna say nothing like that, right, my dog? That's sick.
Absolutely.
But I
agree. That whole kissing cousin thing, that's some real shit. That's some real shit. But you have, these family situation where people don't say nothing.
Right.
People back then doing roots and all that. I don't want to bring up all of that. But I'm just saying stuff that families was doing, that other family members don't know about, and you're affected by it eventually. So that was my whole thing about that. But and I did it as a topic because I was asked to specifically.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted, he said, make sure you ask girls their opinion. Let me know what they think. I'm sure he's gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But how y'all feel about that? Drop it in the comments.
Right.
Whoever you are, brother, your family ain't the only one.
Yeah, absolutely. I told him that. I told him that straight up. Give you the name off the album, But it happens sadly more often than we know about.
Right.
But stop hiding shit.
Yeah.
Tell some folks. I know in my own family. I don't fool my oldest brother no more. He said some shit about somebody, but you won't tell us who, so we can address it.
Yeah. But the problem also is nowadays it's easier for that to happen because families don't get together like they used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like even my family, my grandma had 19 kids. Out of 19, only one of them living right now. And
I didn't know she had any. And it's your dad's mom, right?
No, my mom.
Your mom's mom.
Okay. And yeah, so it's only one left. And that's a lot. And out of them 19, probably 8 of them had 10 or better kids. You see what I'm saying? So before all them passed away, we got together regular, you know. But when they start, you know, passing off, that shit stop. So we not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta ask the cousins, you know, all over. So it's easier for that to happen. I tell Malik all the time, baby, when you meet these little girls, ask their background.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. So,
yeah. I definitely normally try to do that. Where your people from? Yeah. And I know families spread out over the years, you know what I mean? But I try to know where we got family at, you know what I mean? So I can reach back and see, you know. But even, you know, like I said, after the older ones passed out, now my dad, you know, with, you know, dementia issues, you know, now it's like, okay, Keisha, now you got to start pulling these names and stuff, writing them down so I'll know. You know what I'm saying? Because all the older ones, like you said, they dying off or memories gone. Dementia heavy on in my family on both sides. Yeah. So, and for both sides for my kids too. So it's like a double dose. Right. You know, I be scared to death now. I can't remember something like, oh Lord,
I know. I did that today. Malik was like, Auntie, you told me that the other day. I said, oh shit. Let me go take that ginkgo biloba. It's just you go take that ginkgo. Let me get that ginkgo, nigga. We ain't claiming that.
Right. Yeah. That's not claiming it.
Forgot. We're not going to claim that.
You know, I just know it's in the DNA. Yeah. So I don't try not to be blind to it. You know what I mean? But it's always in the back of my mind.
Right.
But yeah, so that was my thing with that, you know. On to some hyper topics.
We appreciate that. That was a good topic, Keish. That definitely was. Shout out to you who wanted that discussion.
You.
You know who you are. Shout out to you. And yeah, that's that. That was good. That was deep.
I can't even say Mr. Who because they're probably confused with somebody else. So I just yeah. So we saving the dirty talk for last, so we can end out on the dirty talk.
I guess so.
The dirty talk.
That's the one gonna make you smile. So
we gonna be shit talking on that one the whole time.
Saving the freaking leaking for last.
Leave right this.
Y'all don't start playing with yourself yet.
Don't start
playing with yourself yet. Not just yet.
No. Please don't be watching the YouTube doing this. Please don't.
Hey, if y'all do, it's okay. We don't see it.
Long as y'all don't send us the video.
These motherfuckers gonna say it in the comments.
Long as they
gonna say it in the comments. I just got one. I see Carl in the blue. My dress all short and shit.
Yeah, that's what they zooming in right there.
That
ain't how they been zoomed in, baby.
They gonna see these guys that by that.
Zoomed on in.
Check out these blues.
Straight in the middle. I could not. Oh my goodness.
So let's talk about it, honey. Are you happy with you?
Are you happy with yourself? Y'all answer that. Yeah, I would like to know. Are you happy with yourself?
Put some thought into it before you drop your answer. Really think about it.
Yeah. Are y'all happy with yourselves?
I am 1,000%.
Yeah. 1,000%.
1,000%. Like for real.
Some people are just saying and don't really, you know, they just saying it.
Oh no!
Like, see, I'm not saying you. I mean, some people just. I see so many posts like living my life, protecting my peace. You know, just pouring into myself. Those so many of those posts are just bullshit to me.
You the main one out there.
Yeah, you be the main one. Right, but
hey,
for those who do post that and you mean it and you walking by it and you're living it and you're living in your truth, shout out to you. But some of y'all, you posted too much. I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it.
I can go for that too. I do see that a lot.
Yeah, it's like you're posting it too much. Who are you trying to convince?
Yeah, us or yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But I can honestly say that I am, and this is no lie. I actually am super duper happy with life. I'm happy with my work life. I'm happy with just myself. I'm happy with my family life. Just my marriage is dope as fuck. I'm just happy. So when I thought about this, I was like, damn, like, I'm happy. Even compared to 2021. It was like, damn, am I ever gonna get happy again?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's like, damn, shit is just going well and I'm just happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what I kind of wanted to touch on. Are you really happy with yourself? Is there anything you want to fix about yourself? Is there anything that you just like shit just ain't going right? Are you happy with yourself?
See, that's why I say, and that's why it's easy for me to say I'm 1,000% happy with myself, because I really feel like I have fixed a lot of things that I felt like
what's your issue? Okay,
it might not have been an issue, but I just looked at it like
no personal flaws.
Yeah, something that I'm looking at like I could probably do a little better with that. You know, I mean, even like with certain stuff as far as like my delivery with stuff. A lot of people like to say, "Oh, you're mean. You just say what you want to say." I think saying what you want to say is good.
Yeah, I mean, blunt. I mean, sometimes tact could be
right.
hard,
but I did have to learn, especially with certain people, you got to say it in a different manner. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I mean, I feel like little stuff like that. As far as work is concerned, yep, definitely. I mean, I don't have no issues with that. You know, I mean, and a lot of people think you're not happy because you're single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm actually happy as shit single because guess what? I don't have to worry about nobody checking my whereabouts. Nobody saying, well, where you getting ready to go? Why you doing that? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about all that kind of stuff. You know?
But is that, not to interrupt, is that really, I guess some people can do that and it's like annoying as fuck. And you're like, damn, are you, like, do you not trust me? But somebody asking, like, where you going, I don't really see that as a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I know some people single be like, I don't got nobody questioning me. But your mate caring about, hey, where you're going, it's okay to check in with your mate from time to time. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're like,
I read you saying, but I'm looking at it like I ain't gotta pick up the phone now when I'm getting ready to go somewhere and say, "Hey, babe, just let you know I'm going here," or something like that. Now I'm never if I'm in a relationship and somebody asking me where I'm going. For the most part, I'm gonna tell them anyway. Right? You know what I'm saying? So but just the thought of you can just literally get off work, go home. You ain't gotta worry about if you got to cook for somebody, you got to clean, I mean, just anything.
Not responsible for somebody else.
You ain't responsible for somebody else's feelings at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm actually genuinely happy and okay with that. You know, now, I wouldn't mind getting in a relationship, but I ain't tripping on it. Right. I ain't tripping if I'm not. Right. My dad asked me the other day, he was like, you like being by yourself and stuff? And I was like, you know what? Now I do. I'm like, yeah, I do. I mean, like, it does not bother me. I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, I don't like being by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I was just
some people feel like everybody wants somebody to grow old with. Some people see it as that. Some people are really legit happy being single, and some people see it as I want to be single for a while, but then after a while I'm like ready to grow, be rocking chair buddies with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like coming home to somebody. It's cool to come home a lot of the times by yourself, but then after a while it's like, damn, I kind of would like to watch this movie with a motherfucker.
Exactly. And I think those are the biggest things when you start missing
you cooking your food and your man and coming behind y'all eating together, or something like that.
But even
those fun parts about
even though just because you're single don't mean you still don't have the perks of those things.
Well, yeah, you still have that. I'm saying like a person, not just somebody you just like invited over. What we call it the other week, a jump off, or somebody you just see every now and then, like your actual person being there with you in the home with you, and y'all doing shit together. On the weekend, you pop out and you go somewhere, both y'all looking damn good, and you're dressing up and you smiling at him and he's smiling at you and y'all complimenting each other. That type shit. And then you got times where you're like, nigga, goddamn, you don't got nowhere to motherfucking go.
Look, I'll just say your ass been in a relationship so long, you wouldn't even, I love being single like that.
I have your space in a relationship is good.
So I guess it's not a problem for me because I'm able to kick it with y'all, kick it with my other set of friends, be by myself, do shit with him. So it's like I got the best of everything. It ain't like it's just like, damn, it's just me and him. We're like smothering each other. Oh,
Yeah.
so
Or
I enjoy it.
possessive
Yeah.
partner. And I think
That's the
where,
one you're asking, like, where
yeah.
you going?
Exactly.
You said you was coming back at such and such time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Now
I
I
don't
don't
have
count
that.
my minutes and all this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Now
It
that's
sure
the
only
annoying
took
part
2
about it.
minutes to go here and here. And it took you
Yeah.
4 minutes. What? You know,
That's
like
the
that
part
type of
that's
thing.
like, I
Yeah.
ain't never had that. Now.
Girl.
Really?
Oh, I was
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I was in high school.
You sure
My 12th
was.
grade year.
We was like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
dude is crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. You know who you are. Are you
Yeah.
still stalking?
Absolutely.
He on your page?
narcissistic bastard. He deleted me.
Not anymore. Oh, yeah. He
Yeah.
deleted you?
Yeah, he deleted me.
Yeah, you had that bad in high school. I
Yeah.
was like,
That-
girl,
yeah,
that
my
cooch
senior
must
year
be
was
dying
crazy.
on my
Dynamite.
Okay, it must be dynamite.
Don't do it.
You had that red snapper then. That red snapper. Because in high school. And then go open your legs so you can show the snapper.
First of all,
Don't be showing them folk that stuff. They ain't playing with themselves yet.
first of all, I was just switching positions.
Wait till the last topic. Then you open the legs. Sheesh. Goodness
Both
gracious.
y'all stupid asses.
Yes, you definitely had that, but yeah, that's what I was kind of just wanted to touch on a little bit. Are you happy with yourself?
So I am happy with me. Do I have some things that I'm still currently working on?
Right.
Yes. Whether it's mental status, physical, you know what I mean? So there are some things that I'm working on, but am I happy with me? Yes.
Yeah.
I love my job. Them motherfuckers get on my nerves or the shit they do. Tear me up.
Yeah.
But I think I like my coworkers more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the shit that go on, it's like, God damn it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy. I don't want to leave. I feel like I'm too old to go find another damn job anyway. But yeah. So for me, I
feel like you're too old to find another job?
Yeah, I don't want to be out job hunting almost 50 years old.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, and then you're like still moving up in your job, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you're too fucking old. Stay where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You're not too old. But just
that?
stay where you're at.
Somebody
Unless
hit me talking about some more money.
Well, yeah, definitely some more money.
Yeah,
But
she
I don't care if I'm
she ain't said that
55.
part. I mean, well, I get that.
Yeah.
And I guess it depends on the line of work.
Yeah.
So I'm in customer service.
See, in my
That come a
job,
dime a dozen.
in my field, you don't get a significant amount of money unless you leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, I work in a division industry where 60-year-old people leaving their job. But long as they got that 401k and all that kind of stuff intact, where they can just transfer it, I think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, definitely. I bounce.
Yeah. I mean,
I bounce.
if I got an offer, somebody just came to me straight up and was like, "Hey, I need you at my place. Give you this much. Same thing I'm doing now." Yeah. But to go out hunting for something else, yeah. Y'all know I can be a little lax. I don't necessarily mean old, but so right now we're in the process of hiring. I find myself looking at your resume and I'm going back to the last job you listed. And specifically, I looked at one, she was a supervisor back in 1989. You probably too old.
Well, she shouldn't have nothing on her resume.
Exactly.
1989.
Exactly.
I
agree.
Put 10 years.
That part. Me too.
Maybe 15 on my resume.
Me too. But so I'm basing that off of how old you might be.
Yeah.
So if I go back, I'm looking at a certain high school, and high school been closed for 10 years.
Why not?
Yeah.
They went why not?
I'm just
went
saying.
to my dad.
You know what I'm saying? Or you used to work at Southwest Hospital. Southwest been closed for 25 years.
Forever.
No, I don't want you. You too old.
Right.
So
don't say that on camera, Nate, because you know that's discrimination. You cannot be in Maggie Smith saying that shit.
Right. So what were you saying now? So let's go back to what we were talking about. So you are happy with yourself.
She happy.
And I'm happy with my job.
Okay.
She She love it. She ain't going no goddamn well because she too old.
She too old, and you love your job, and you are
And her
staying.
coworker.
And if someone offered you more money, you may leave, you may not. Maybe you like it. Sometimes more money just you might not have no peace with it. Might be more money, but it
More
might
money,
be.
more problems.
Okay, so she good, y'all. Shit, she happy as fuck.
I know.
Like, what?
Oh my goodness.
The devil in a blue dress and this fake ass angel over here. I'm like, devil,
Okay.
I'm not.
Angel me. But yes, everybody, we're happy, y'all. We are happy. CP's happy. Keisha's happy. I'm happy. Y'all are happy, I hope. Besides the ones who put up that post all the time about how happy you are. You don't have to keep posting it, baby. We know it. Okay?
Stop picking at the people.
Okay. I did get that. Somebody's like, Vanessa, you know, you be eating us up on
Yeah.
social media. And I do. I
I
do. I do. I be coming from the social media people. I was told that
You ate.
twice.
Is that what it is? You
Let's
ate?
eat.
Okay.
Let's eat. Now let's eat. Let's fuck.
Oh, wait.
We about to talk about sex.
Get dirty.
Yes, I already sweating in here.
That put them a lip up. That means you
Let's
going
fuck.
in.
I said, let's eat. Let's fuck. We about to talk about sex. This is one of my favorite
Talk
topics.
about sex, baby.
Right.
You and me.
Sex, baby.
Let me grease up
Let's
my
talk
lips so
about
we
you
can talk about
and
this.
me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex.
She still trying to
Let's
get
talk
that
about sex,
She
baby.
still trying to
I
get
know,
that studio time.
Singing or rapping, somebody. Sign me up.
Well, go with your nephew, the
I know.
Christian man trying to get him.
Oh, I'm getting ready to get with nephew real soon.
I don't know if they gonna want you on that track. You gonna be on the gospel track. I'm talking about track.
That's right.
Cussing
I
and
try to
shit.
take over in the booth. I think this is my track.
Right. Let me get the mic
Let
back.
me get the mic back. So we are going to jump into the next one. What we got? What was it?
Do you talk dirty?
Do you talk dirty doing sex?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go last.
Oh shit. You like you be talking cash money shit too.
No, I'm gonna go first because mine probably gonna be boring. I don't talk nasty during sex.
Oh God, yeah, you're boring.
I don't.
You're
I
boring.
don't talk nasty.
You just silent. You just got a gas.
I'm not saying I'm silent, but I don't talk nasty. Like I don't be like, oh yeah, nigga, get the pussy.
Yeah.
I hope you ain't calling them a nigga.
I mean,
That's some thug love.
Oh,
Oh
She
yeah.
calling him a nigga.
Oh yeah, nigga, you hitting this shit. Like, I would hope
Wait a
not.
minute, nigga. Let me get up.
well, I just said I don't talk like that.
Damn, nigga, damn. Damn, nigga,
You ain't talking.
damn.
You being disrespectful.
Right. Throwing that ass looking back. Damn, nigga, damn.
Yeah,
Damn,
I just
nigga,
throw it
right.
and look back at his ass.
Oh no, baby, you got to talk.
I'm the most I might say is some shit like, you like that or you feel that or I might say something like that, but like I ain't talking nasty.
Yeah.
I don't do that. No, I don't.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Miss Hype with it.
Oh, shit. I do it all.
Oh,
You
yeah,
running your
she-
mouth.
I say it all.
Yeah,
We ain't
she's
having whole
saying everything.
conversations, but nothing is off limits in the bedroom. I'm saying it all. Saying it all,
Especially when you
doing
have
all.
a significant other.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
freaky.
Sometimes some people pull shit out of you too.
Yeah.
Now my ex talk
Yeah.
shit, but I would
Yeah.
I would be like, bruh,
Bitch, you ain't been talking to
bruh.
you.
I'm like, bruh, that key hitting the thing.
No, they calling him nigga and bruh. His dick so soft. Brother don't win soft. Oh, nigga in the bed. Yeah, turn off the gangster at some point.
Okay.
Nigga, Tupac in the bed.
Tupac.
That thug love. What was that song? That thug passion?
Thug passion.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
That's hilarious. Yes, I said
That's why I
all.
brought that up because I wanted to laugh at that because I know y'all bitches be talking shit.
Yes.
No,
I do.
I don't be talking.
You a big talker?
Yeah, I talk. He talks back. I talk. Like, I'm gonna say something about what I'm liking that he's doing, what I'm doing, or that I'm liking it. Like, nothing is off limits.
Okay.
I'm saying and doing whatever.
Yeah, it's not that it's off limits.
Yeah.
I just don't do it.
Yeah, I do it because I feel like I'm
I've
gonna
watched movies before and I hear it and I be like, oh my gosh, she sounds stupid.
Yeah. Now, nothing
know,
like how
so like-
nothing like the white women, like, oh my God, your cock is just absolutely not. Who the fuck says that? Like your cock, stick your big cock in me. Nobody's doing that.
Porn.
Yeah, I fucking hate that. But talking, yes, I am going to be the biggest hoe in the bedroom.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
I think it's good. I think it's healthy.
Yeah.
For me, I don't talk. I respond.
Yeah.
So if you
I respond.
yeah, if you say something to me, if you ask me something, I'm gonna answer.
Right.
But for me, if you doing what you doing, I can't get no words out.
If you doing what you're supposed to be doing to me,
Yeah,
and
I be
I
struggling with
ain't
the
even
words
gonna
out.
say doing what you're supposed to be doing. But if I'm enjoying it, like it ain't nothing for me to talk about because if I'm enjoying it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making all kind of noises any goddamn way. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so you could be vocal and not verbal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
if you're you can let out moans, you let out words. You know, it's just just to be kind of mute every now and then.
Look how she doing it.
Girl, what the fuck? You know, like, so yeah, it's okay. It's okay to say some words here and there.
So yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm probably not as, but I know I'm not as vocal as Vanessa.
Right.
But I may not be as non-vocal as you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm responding to him because he's a talker. So I respond to him, and sometimes he might ask me twice. Like,
so yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey,
So,
you like say something?
yeah. So my ex
trying to focus.
My ex was a talker too, and he'll make me say certain stuff. But yeah, just one of them people that every time I'm having sex or whatever, I'm talking or I'm saying something. No,
Yeah, but then the flick. That's why I've never been a porn watcher.
Yeah.
Because that shit is so over the top to me.
Right.
Because I'm gonna find something else to laugh at. Be like, man, she got
right, because I'm gonna be laughing at it. Like,
I'm gonna find something to laugh at.
Yeah.
Anything. Damn, she got a pimple on her back.
Definitely ain't never been able to
talking to
watch
him
no
while he
white
back
porn.
there. I mean, I'm gonna find something stupid.
Yeah, the times I have watched porn, I can't watch white people. I'm sorry, no disrespect to y'all. Y'all don't turn me on. It has to be my
They don't
sister.
turn you
No,
I remember
I
looking
can't.
at midget porn. Just to
Girl,
laugh
you are
at some
fucking
shit.
sick.
I'm just to laugh.
That was scared the
telling
shit
you.
out of me. You know I'm terrified of midgets.
Are you
Heck
free?
yeah. Yes. I'm terrified
What
of
are you
midgets.
scared of?
I don't know,
What you said they gonna bite your knee or
they're
something?
to see them, they have big ass booties. They have these gigantic heads, and they're just little, and they're just.
Oh my god!
I'm scared of them. Like I'm no disrespect. Cut on to something else. Cam, take that shit out. I might have a midget watching this shit.
No.
But
And
anyway,
it's little person, it's not midget. It's little person.
but no, I can't watch white porn. It has to be my brothers or sisters when I watch porn. When I have watched porn, but I'm my own porn.
I guess I don't like the fake acting that I've seen. Like,
I don't like porn like that anyway.
Yeah.
The times I watched it, I literally was laughing at it.
Yeah,
You know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? So
Y'all gotta be your own. You're your own porn star. So
right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Turn up.
Shout out to the tapes I have.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Shout out to that. My own porn
you're right
star.
about that. Shout out to the tapes. Please don't let the videos
I just say the
get
videos.
stopped.
Right. Right. Exactly. The videos. You know, keep them in your phone, baby.
Baby, lock the phone down.
Because all I be thinking about is something happened to me. My family gonna see all that shit.
No, because my shit got locks and more locks and thumbprints. So once y'all burn me up, you might as well toss the phone because my thumbprint gonna be gone. You ain't gonna get in that motherfucker.
My shit is in a separate gallery.
Put
that part
and
put
my
your
phone
phone
on
hidden.
his phone.
Put
Yeah.
your phone,
Hidden
everything with you.
Yeah,
So you
just
burn
burn
up.
my shit
Yeah.
up too. I mean, Google back. They got my email, but they ain't gonna know the password to
Right.
that. Everything on biometrics for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
mine
once
is
you
in the
cremate
head
my
door.
ass, that's it.
I ain't gonna give a shit after I'm gone. Hell, y'all just see how bomb this cooch was. I'm gone. I don't give a shit if you talk about me. But mine is only on one person's phone. So yeah, but I wouldn't care. Whatever you see after I'm gone, you're just gonna see that this damn that coochie had to die
We're
with her.
talking about your kids, though. We ain't talking about other motherfuckers.
Oh well, shit.
We're talking about the children.
Oh, they gonna fly past that.
Oh, okay.
My mom was something else, but she was a beast with it.
Oh my god.
Mom was a beast with it.
I'm pretty sure.
What the fuck y'all doing?
That is not what they gonna be.
I hope not. I hope not.
Mom was the baddest bitch. Mom was the baddest bitch.
I don't know, cause you might fuck around and find some shit in Lula and J Rock drawers. You probably gonna be disturbed.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
cut. So we hope y'all have a good evening. Have a great weekend.
That she don't want to talk. But her kids gonna be like, oh yeah, mama was
She was
that
that bitch, right?
That bitch, boy, she had that thigh out.
Mom wasn't lying when she said she had that red snapper.
Nappy dug out.
But she don't want
Ain't no
to.
hair down here, baby. This ain't nappy.
She don't want to. She don't want to see Lulu red snapper.
That's the fat rabbit there.
Yeah, it's the fat rabbit. Ain't no hair.
Fat rabbit.
Who's still rocking hair on their cooch?
Ooh.
Shame on y'all. You
It's-
still got
it's-
hair
it's-
on your cooch.
I would assume them chicks who in videos with the whole bush under their arm carrying the same
Lord.
shit. I'm
Well,
sorry.
it's definitely a lot of women out here like that because you can even tell sometimes when these they call them little Instagram models and they have their little bikinis on and stuff, and they private be so fat, like all that ain't them bitches got no fat, dude. You know what I'm saying? I said all of them.
Some
All of them ain't. Some of them might be, but some of them got that thick ass hair.
Some of them
And it might not be-
camel toes.
It might not be here.
Yeah, what, some of them do got that, yeah.
It's probably a camel
Some
toe
of them
or-
do, but
Some
some of them got
have
that
those
thick
little
hair.
paddings right there inside of the bathing suits too. Because I bought some from Ari, who's on
Oh, really? They
Instagram.
got
Yeah,
padding
they have
to do
like
that
a little.
for?
It's like a little padding that's inside of there, so it might make them look like that too down
Okay.
there as well. But as long as they ain't having no hair and stuff on the side, because them bitches be shaved to the teeth, waxed, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Stop rocking
agree.
that hair on your cooch.
Yeah,
ladies.
I can't do that.
Stop right there.
Yeah, stop
Yeah,
rocking
'cause
the
it
hair on your
carries
cooch.
moisture and
Yes.
sweat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you got that
gynecologist-
get up wind.
The gynecologist tell you that long time ago. So yeah, we definitely shouldn't be hitting 50 with no hair down there.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. For sure.
We have enjoyed y'all. We are about to wrap this
Absolutely.
thing on up.
Trying to wind it down.
Absolutely. And then get ready for our weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. What's the
Yeah.
plans for tonight?
No plans tonight. This weekend I'm gonna get into some
Not
stuff
so
else.
far. I mean, it's still kind of early.
Yeah, that's true. You never know what the weekend gonna bring me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm in prep mode for this darn graduation. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
once I get that over with, then I can chill out.
Yeah.
Rest my mind. But
Right.
what y'all think? Post your comments. Like, follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Facebook, Carla Keisha Vanessa. Instagram, TikTok, and what else? That's it. And YouTube.
IG, TikTok, and YouTube, all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
Sisters with T. Absolutely.
Yeah, on it all.
Check us out.
Yep, we appreciate y'all. We're holla.
Absolutely. We out.
Deuces.